Hello, bankers. So, very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. Welcome to another session. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So, quickly join in so that we can start our today's discussion. All right. So, here in this particular session, we are going to target our module A, I and IFS. So, we have already done with your the previous sessions आपका like module D and module B we have already done. I hope you guys are following those particular one on regular basis. So quickly join in and do let me know if everything is fine. So here in next 3 to 4 hours we will be doing a comprehensive revision for your module A itself. All the all the like 11 units which are generally part of your module A, we will be covering all those particular one, right? Srinath sir, you want to say something? No. Okay, very good evening, Srinath sir. Ashima ma'am, very good evening. A very good evening to all of you guys. So let's start the discussion. Rukmani ma'am, very good evening. So guys, when it comes to module A, those who have missed the module D and module B, my request is please do watch those particular one as soon as possible. Now, module A, which is all about the basics of Indian economy. So we have an overview of Indian economy, sectors of Indian economy, Planning Commission and NITI Aayog, role of priority sector and MSME, infrastructure including social infrastructure, globalization, economic reforms, foreign trade policy, and then we have international economic organizations, climate change, SDG, goal 13. Then we have आपका issue facing Indian economy, right? Varun sir, very good evening. A very good evening to all of you guys. Sumit sir is saying how long it will take. We will be covering आपका all the 11 units. How long it take? Like 10, 11, 12. Any no worries आपका, right? You can ask your n number of queries and all. All right. Yes, Weber sir, very good evening, and we have other people also. Lakshmi ma'am, very good evening. A very good evening to all of you guys. Varun sir, Pradeep sir, and all. So, guys, let's start the discussion with your first unit only. Before moving to that particular one, there are some topics आपका which you cannot ignore from this particular unit. This is आपका MSME new definition. Then we have globalization impact on India, economic reforms, very important one, foreign trade policy, international organizations. Then we have issue facing Indian economy. So if you are completely new, so I'll highly recommend. We have done those unit-wise classes. Aapka do follow those particular ones from the foundation things where you'll see the concept, 100% concept coverage from your book itself, as well as your a different set of question. So here, what we are doing, we will be targeting 2 marks and 1 marker questions, 2 marks and 1 marker question, and one half marker question will automatically get covered under this particular one, right? Chalo, so let's start the discussion, everyone, with our very first unit. So first unit is all about an overview of Indian economy. Now we have different overviews, as like if you go for till 2024. So India was like it is categorized as fifth largest economy. Then when it comes to 2025-26, India become fourth largest economy. But the last month आपका even the beginning of this particular month only, there is one another report which is saying India is आपका sixth largest economy in the world, and the reason behind that particular one is depreciation in the rupee value itself, right? So instead of going through that numbering things and all, just do remember the years period and the reason. They might ask the reason behind that particular one, so please do remember this. So when it comes to unit number 1, it include first of all the entire आपका when it comes to the economic journey आपका, ठीक है? So this include these particular areas: economic growth, kind of India used to contribute 23% of world GDP around 1600 AD. Then आपका Britishers came and they destroy everything, and at the time of independence it was only आपका around 3% आपका, तो it remain आपका 3% at the time of independence. Then आपका Hindu rate of growth, Rajakrishnan, who come up with this particular terminology, During that particular period, there was lots of stagnation in the Indian economy. There were many challenges. Then late 80s was kind of a crisis. Then in 19 after this become a game changer for the Indian economy, where we come up with the new economic reforms with a model called LPZ, liberalization, privatization, and globalization, right? Then after 2008, another setback from the US that lead to the failure of the world economies, basically that lead to recession in the world economy, a global financial crisis, Lehman Brothers Bank 7-8. Then आपका 2020-22 COVID period. Now आपका today itself. ठीक है, तो here when you go for the book आपका fifth largest, when you go for the 25-26 report, it as per IMF it is fourth largest economy, or as per the 26-27 early forecast by the आपका IMF, India, which comes under the आपका sixth largest economy and all, right? So that is something what generally comes under this. Now World Bank, when it comes to the other areas, the core feature of economy, so PPB, as per the purchasing power parity, India remain at third position. When it comes to as per the World Bank classification, this is something which is very important one. This get asked many time in your examination. So it is आपका India is a lower middle income आपका group. So World Bank आपका classification based on like as per this, we used to have this per capita income. It is right now it is around 3,000. So the range is आपका 996 to 3,895 आपका. So per capita income is low. Factors आपका when it comes to, so there are many challenges and all, then we'll come to, and the economic path which is generally led by the your what it is called economic planning commission, 5-year goals and other 5-year plans and all, they generally comes under that particular one. So per capita income as right now it is about 3,051 USD, and as per the 25-26 areas, and even in economic survey also government mentioned this. If they mention economic survey specifically, please go for the fourth largest economy and the growth numbers and others which are generally part of this particular one. Okay? So when it comes to the sectors of economy, we have three sectors of economy: primary, secondary, and tertiary. This is primary sector where we have maximum dependency. This is आपका tertiary sector which contribute maximum to our Indian आपका GDP. ठीक है, तो contribution wise we have service sector. When it comes to your dependency wise, we have आपका agriculture and other areas. Problems, core characteristics: low per capita income, rapid population, unemployment, high unemployment, excessive reliance on primary sectors, vicious cycle of poverty and illiteracy. So these are the core problems of Indian economy itself. Right, now your turn. So we have done, I have kept some other notes also. Please go through those particular one whenever you access this particular PDF, that will help you. And now I have taken one current affairs session also. So there are some chances they might include the areas, but it is not like your bank exam where they ask maximum current affairs and all. So you do not have to worry around that particular government schemes which is part of your curriculum. Just update those particular areas and others. So first question on your screen, guys. No hurry worry, we have enough time, right? So just my suggestion is ki just focus on the areas and all, right? So that will help you in this particular case. So target will be same, your 2 marker and 1 marker question. Motive is आपका comprehensive revision. So Ashima ma'am is saying option A. And if you are considering this statement, assume this is आपका correct, हाँ? ठीक है? Okay. Prajanna is आपका saying, ठीक है? If I'm आपका dictating your name correct, it is D. Okay, some people are A, some people are B, some people are D. Okay, chalo, let's go for this one. So IMF estimate 25-26, India become 4th largest economy. Even in economic survey also, they mention this. And as per PPB, India is 3rd largest economy after China and US. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट आपका, अकॉर्डिंग टू द वर्ल्ड बैंक इनकम क्लासिफिकेशन 26, India is classified lower middle income. Then we have in India current GDP composition, the service sector contributes largest share, while the agriculture contribute less than the industry. Dependency wise we have maximum on agriculture, contribution wise आपका maximum on service sector. When it comes to dependency wise, we have maximum on agriculture but least on contribution wise, so that data is just opposite. The next one is during the British rule, आपका home charges included pension of British officers, and we have interest on loan raised in England and payment linked to railway guarantee and others 100% true. Then we have Angus Medicine's आपका long term estimate indicate that India's shares in world आपका GDP declined sharply from 23% to आपका 3%. This is also correct. All statements are correct here, guys. 1 2 3 4 5. So means आपका option D, who only one person marked the correct answer for this. Indra ma'am is also, Rajni ma'am is also saying okay. So please आपका careful. देखो जल्दबाजी नहीं करना है. We have enough time. I have whole night. I guess you also have that particular one. Now everyone have reached home. So let's focus around the things. I always used to say this कि A and C is आपका full of statement based confusing things, or like while we study these particular things, data and all, we feel bored, but it can trick you. B is something which is, if you know the concept, no one can stop you to answer correctly. D is something which is related to the financial product and all, manageable, doable. But these two modules are a bit confusing. More and more practice will help you. All right, guys. Chalo. So basically India's आपका modern economy is service led, where we have contribution like this. All these data is updated, the recent one, right? So the Britishers, they used to charge आपका home charges in from these particular one, and आपका when it comes to this report, we have recently gone through. One more question, guys. Let's go through the question. So your admit card is also out, right? Now like many people were having worries around the कि आपका वो admit card will come or not. ठीक है, so admit card is released, no worries. Like more worry should be around the preparation part, हाँ. ठीक है इंद्रा मैम, very good. Everyone, guys, Raju sir, Pradeep sir, you can download the admit card. You will get to know the venue and timing also, right? So next one, guys, come on. Indian economy. Consider the following statement. The phrase आपका Hindu rate of growth was used to describe India's low average GDP growth of around 3.8% during early decade after the independence. ठीक है, 50 to 80 आपका that period. So that is आपका 100% true. So first statement is correct here. Then आपका 25-26 real GDP growth was 4.7%. This we have discussed during the current affair also, making one of the fastest growing economy आपका globally. This is also correct. In February 26, RBI reduced repo rate to support the growth amid आपका moderating inflation trend. This is also correct. In 1991, economic reforms were centered around the liberalization, privatization, and globalization, which significantly accelerated the medium to long-term performance of Indian economy. This is also correct. According to the recent projection of 26, India, this data is from NSO or the Economic Survey. India's growth outlook for 26-27 was uniformly above the 8% for all major industries and all. No, it is not आपका, it is expected around 6.4 or 6.5 something. ठीक है, 6.5 or 6.4 something, in a range of आपका 6.4 and 6.5% is something, right? So this is आपका the only one wrong. So 1 2 आपका 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 means option A will be right answer for this particular. Very good. हाँ ठीक है. Yes, anyone who mentioned the A? No, just now it came. ठीक है, सुशील sir, just now it came. ठीक है. Okay, no worries. After session, you can watch this particular one. Very good, guys. Next question. Okay. Now the another topic. So bit important. Sectorial contribution in others are there. So आपका when it comes to when it comes to sectors of Indian economy, so we have different sectors. Primary sector. One question around this one. The differences between primary, secondary, tertiary और आपका two subsector under the tertiary. These are quaternary and quinary. Differences one आपका right. Then आपका the contribution wise these employment growth. Sunrise sector is another important part. Organized and unorganized is another part आपका ठीक है. So that is something which generally comes under this particular one. So when it comes to economic sectors आपका we have three sector. Primary sector which generally deal with agriculture and allied activities, right? So the foundation of the economy involving the direct extraction and the natural resources which we use in आपका secondary sector. Secondary manufacturing, tertiary is आपका service sector. तो contribution when it comes to the Indian GDP is classified as service sector, service GDP. Reason being, we have maximum contribution from the service sector. The data which we have gone recently, right? But employment wise, dependency wise, these two sectors are the most important one. Okay? So please go through this particular one. आपका like whenever you go through this particular PDF, because maximum time, like 100% time in my experience from last 3-4 years, every time they'll ask one question, the differences among these three, or whether they'll ask this particular one or they'll go for the another one आपका your quaternary and quinary sector, right? They can give you some small cases also. Then you have to find out ki which belongs to quaternary or which belongs to quinary sector. So first आपका first part is this. Second part from this particular unit is आपका revolution. So now this is the time. So these revolutions आपका, we have different revolutions, agriculture and primary sector. So and the revolution and the related field and the आपका founder. You can ignore the timing or time duration in others. Then there are some आपका data related to sectorial contribution and all. Better ki go for the latest one. There is no point of going for those old datas and all, right? So I have kept this particular one here also. Now, when it comes to sunrise sector, this is again very important one. So like sector like green energy, fintech, innovation, आपका retail, automobile, pharmaceutical. So these are the features of आपका sunrise sector. They attract the high growth, innovation, attract investor interest, high competition and risk is also there, and crucial for the future job creation and all. So that is the another part which you have to, the features of this one. The sunrise sector is one of the, like these are the most emerging sectors new, like even the e-pharma, e-retail, ed tech, all these are generally part of the sunrise sector. They are contributing, the growth आपका is comparatively very high, and they are contributing in employment creation and all the content based economy, what we used to say, right? So these all are generally help in this particular one. First thing. Another आपका, the last subtopic which I'll recommend, that is organized and unorganized sector. So the differences between these two आपका, right? Chalo. Now first question on your screen, guys, and do not get scared with these 5 or 7 statement. Idea is आपका to cover maximum things, or we can, so we can make sure कि आपका we are having a good revision also. Okay, Sushil sir is saying option D. Raju sir is saying option D. Rukmani ma'am is also D. Other people, guys, quickly. So an agrarian economy is one where agriculture contribute at least 50% of the national revenue and livelihood. The secondary sector consists one of the large scale industries and excludes small manufacturing unit and all. It does include It is SMEs are also part of this particular one, right? And they contribute a huge amount also. The service-based economy exists when tertiary sector generate at least one half of the national income in this. Yes. The next one is your the quaternary sectors is primarily associated with the activities involving knowledge, research, education. Culinary sector आपका when it comes to the culinary sector, occupation, आपका policy, strategic decision, brain behind economy. They also known as brain behind economy. The numbers is very less, but they drive the entire economy itself. In developing economies like India, the primary sector often deploy a relatively larger shares of workforce than the developed countries आपका, right? Dependency wise, we have maximum dependency on this. The tertiary sector mainly focus on transforming raw material into finished good. This is आपका secondary sector. So this is wrong. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 means 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, not 7. 1, 3, huh? Option D. Very good, guys. Well done, everyone. You got 2 marks for this one. Very good, guys. Team. Very good, very good, very good. So this is the one. Next one. Silva Makhani sir, my exam timing is 3 p.m. It is very difficult to focus in the second shift. First of all, what I'll suggest, sir, now like just believe on your preparation again. So do not like deviate from those particular areas. That is the only mantra. Now what you can do, right? So first shift means this is third shift, right? Third shift आपका no worries, you'll get easy paper, huh? This time you'll get easy paper for IE and IFS. Everyone, guys, you will be scoring आपका 70 75. So now next one, regarding the major agriculture and allied revolution in the areas. Green revolution is associated with the food grain production. MS Swaminathan, आपका Chief Architect of India. The second one is your white revolution, Operation Flood, Vergis Kurian. Okay. Yellow revolution आपका rapid growth of oilseed production and during 80s and 90s. The next one is your evergreen revolution, which is growth of agriculture, MS Swaminathan. Blue revolution in India is primarily associated with expansion of fisheries and aquaculture, right? So all the statements are given here are correct. Very good, guys. Option C means all statements are right. So all are correctly mentioned means आपका option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, well done. Next one. With reference to changing sectorial composition of Indian economy, consider the following statement. So what will be your correct answer? Again, the current one, which we have discussed आपका last week only. So NSO, first advanced estimation, which generally part of the economic survey also. So this is about NSO's first advanced estimation about the 25-26, where we have data till 3/4 only, right? So when they release this particular report. Now the question is, as per the first advanced estimate 25-26, service sector accounted for more than 56%. About आपका this is true, it is 56.5 or 6 आपका, right? So in 24-25, agriculture and allied activities accounted less than 15% of India's GDP. At this one, no, it is more than after that. There was a huge increment in the agriculture contribution also year on year basis. Then आपका industrial sector share current price is agriculture but lower than the service sector. Yes. आपका manufacturing alone contributed a large share to आपका gross value added in 24-26. Then the entire service sector, no. We are service, like they have 56%. These means they are आपका contradict statement. India's structural transformation show a shift from the agriculture dominance in 50s to service-led growth आपका in recent decade. Yes. Earlier we used to have about to आपका maximum contribution as well as dependency on agriculture. But today, contribution is led by the service sector. 135. 135 means option A must be right answer for this particular one. Okay? So A will be right answer for this particular one. Next one. So sir, you will get like sometimes this you just have to log in on that IIBF website. Once you log in on IIBF website, left side it will reflect. And this is IIBF, it will take time. Okay? Sometime it take time, okay? So do not worry ki like aapka everyone will get the admit cards and all. But they delay aapka mostly. If once you will pass the paper also, they'll delay your result also. Everything they delay. They work like a government organization sometimes where like lots of bureaucracy. So next one, guys, next one, your with reference to the sunrise sector, Indian economy, and organized and unorganized sector. Very, very important question, guys. Downside 1 marks you can expect around this particular one. So everyone is saying option D. Let's go through the question. Sunrise sector are generally associated with innovation, strong growth, potential, and long-term इन्वेस्टमेंट आपका अट्रैक्टिवनेस ट्रू है ग्रीन आपका फिनटेक फार्मास्यूटिकल्स आर एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर वन ट्रू है ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय द इरेगुलर एम्प्लॉयमेंट नो रेगुलर लाइक बैंकिंग इज ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर रॉन्ग है अकॉर्डिंग टू NCEUS और अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर एंटरप्राइज आर टिपिकली unincorporated private आपका where few more than less employees are working, right? Then we have less than one workers are working, 10 less than 10 workers are working, sorry. Workers in the unorganized sector usually enjoy higher wage and this wrong. So 124, 124 means option D will be right answer for this particular one. Easy one, I guess. Center okay. They'll be doing these kind of adjustment. No worries. They'll fix this particular one. So now economic planning and NITI Aayog. So we have two areas from here. One is around the economic planning commission, 5-year plan. Another one is NITI Aayog, right? So NITI Aayog is a living institution. That's why you'll see more weightage to this particular part. There are some areas. History aapka, they can ask one question around this. 5-year plan, least expected, they never ask any question around that one. NITI Aayog, and this is something which is very, very important one. And your aapka financial resources for economic plan and the type, the objective aapka, sorry, objective of economic planning and others, they generally comes under this one. The basic aapka areas when it comes to the planning areas aapka here. So we have national or regional planning. Then we have NITI Aayog who come up with aapka two-way which replace the aapka your planning commission, and we set up the governing council and 2 hubs. We have function like think tank and policy advice, and that strategy for New India 75 was also there. 5-year plans for the 5 years. Financial resources, this is something which is very, very important one, right? So these are the areas. So this is completely static, so I'll recommend everyone please go through this particular part once and twice. The objectives aapka, the objectives of planning commission, economic planning. Historical background 1934, M. Visvesvaraya, he wrote a book, Planned Economy for India. 1938 aapka Congress plan, that is presented by aapka Jawaharlal Nehru. It is known as National Planning Committee. It is usually known as Congress plan. It got failed due to Second World War started in 1938 itself, 39 itself. 1944 Bombay plan, created by 8 core aapka industrialists from the Bombay. It was industry based, so that's why we did not adopted this. 45 aapka People's plan, which was presented by M.N. Roy. And then 1950 aapka Sarvodaya plan. After these particular efforts and all, finally we formed Planning Commission 15 March 1950, and we launched our first 5-year plan in 1951. So here you have a summary for all the 5-year plan, like 51 to 56, focus on agriculture, Herald Omer model, growth and others. So everything which is given in your book आपका, we have tried to summarize with this particular chart. The first 5-year plan was this, and the last 5-year plan was 2012 to 2017, right? So now when it comes to the last 5-year plan team, we abolished the planning commission in 2015 14 and आपका team, and from 1st January 2015 we come up with NITI Aayog, one of the largest think tank of the India itself. I'll personally not suggest आपका कि go for any sort of rectification around this area, because this will consume lots of time, right? So though I have kept as a note, so whenever you get you can study those areas and all, right? So planning commission versus आपका नीति आयोग. Planning commission was kind of, the approach was centralized, all the decisions were made at the center, then we used to implement those particular ones state wise. Now niti ayog is, we take feedback, it is kind of an advisory body which generally take data from the your आपका the different research think tanks and all, then they compile and they provide advice line to the government, right? So that is something what generally comes under this one. So planning versus Niti Ayog, functions of Niti Ayog, आपका New India at 57, and this is something which is very important one, right? That can give you 1 marks or even 2 marks in your upcoming examination. So basically sources of your आपका finance, domestic budgetary sources, deficit financing, and foreign assistance. These are the 3 major sources for the आपका economic plan, to run these particular economic plan in others, right? चलो, now your turn guys. No, Niti Ayog was formed on 1st January 2015. Pradeep sir, 1st January 2015. Uh, Secunderabad will be within 2 to 3 days. They might be arranging. Even sometime what happen, they do arrangement with the centers and all, because they do not have their own centers. Usually they generally conduct आपका centers of these आपका different one and all. My center is Vijayawada, still having any admit card, not having any admit card. Srinath sir, it will come, no worries. Okay. So Seal sir is saying option C. Other people guys, quickly. Then you, Weber sir, you are having at 11 point, means आपका second shift. Anyone who is from the first shift, or anyone who is from Bangalore? So consider the following statement regarding the economic आपका planning and objectives. So H.D. Dixon viewed the economic planning as making major economic decision through the conscious decision, determining the authority and आपका surveying the economy as a whole. The second one, National Planning Committee, set up in 1938, only from the economic angle, not आपका agriculture and all. No, it was built up based on both. It is actually built up on the basis of the, or on the ground of, or the book of Planned Economy for India, M. Visvesvaraya. Sectorial planning focus on development of specific sectors, whereas आपका spatial planning, which आपका geography, distribution and others. Yes. Soviet Union introduced the world first experience of national planning, and the first 5-year plan in this, and US who generally come up with the regional planning team. The regional planning was idea from the USA, and आपका Soviet Union who generally come up with this 5-year plans things and all. We adopted this particular one from that. In India, Indian planning self-reliance was intended to mean to complete the economic isolation from the global. No, it is not about the economic isolation. It is about like the self-dependency factors and all, right? So 134 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good guys. Not D, option C. आशिमा मैम का है सबसे पहले शिफ्ट में, ठीक है? तो आशिमा मैम will help everyone guys that day. Ashima ma'am, now you have extra responsibility. Anyhow, you have to pass exam with good marks so you can give the confidence to others, first of all, right? And then you have to tell people like whatever it is, ठीक है? So आपको लोगों को motivate करना है उस दिन, right? चलो. So next question on your screen, guys. Quickly. Only Ashima ma'am is going in first, आपका, and other people also. And no one is from Bangalore, guys. If you are from Bangalore, just tell me, I'll come. Try नहीं करना मैम, अब try करने का option नहीं है आपके पास, ठीक है? You have to. चलो, regarding the economic planning in India. Economic planning in India. So planning commission was statutory body? No. It is a advisory one again, no non-constitutional body. So the first 5-year plan gave priority to agriculture, irrigation, power, development due to आपका food grains and others. True है. The second 5-year plan से आपका PB Mahalnovis, heavy industries and capital goods आपका, right? This is also correct. Fourth one is the period of 66 to this is referred planning holiday because of 3 annual plan replaced the fourth. No, they did not replace the fourth one permanently, right? So they call planning. The first statement is true, planning holiday, because आपका there was 3 annual plan, but they did not replace the आपका this, ठीक है? Due to the war situation, India and China war, India and Pakistan war, Indian economy suffer a lot. So government come up with the annual plans during this particular. But after like 69 to 74, we have आपका fourth 5-year plan. They did not completely replace this one. They generally push forward that fourth 5-year plan. The eighth plan was the first plan implemented after initiation of economic reforms. Yes, 91 was again a gap. Then 91 to 96 आपका 8th 5-year plan. Next one, guys, your 10th 5-year plan introduced monitorable target for selected development indicators, both center and state. This is also correct. And NITI Aayog was created to replace the Planning Commission and promote the cooperative federalism. Yes, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 means option A will be right answer for this particular one. A will be right answer. Side answer. A will be the correct answer for this. Next one, guys, about the NITI Aayog only. Okay, Lakshmi ma'am is from Bangalore only. Okay. So NITI Aayog, consider this. The NITI Aayog was established through a cabinet resolution and replaced the planning commission on 1st January 2015 आपका. Second one is NITI Aayog is a constitutional body. No, it is also non-constitutional advisory body. ठीक है. Next one आपका, the Prime Minister served as chairperson of NITI Aayog. Similarly for the आपका planning commission also. The next one is in April 2026, government reconstituted NITI Aayog and appointed Ashok Lahiri as vice chairman of this particular one. The next one is Atal Innovation Mission funds function under the NITI Aayog and promote innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem too. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. And whenever you get some sort of confusion, just use the elimination also. Do not give up. Like let's say out of 5 statement, you know the 4 statement very well. If you go for the elimination also, anyhow, you will be able to solve the answer or the question itself. So the 2018 strategy for new India at 75 by NITI Aayog laid several targets for 20 to 23 when we achieve the 75 years of independence. Considering present status of economy and policy development, आपका up to 1st April 26. So you have to follow the different areas and all. So it means that old one also and the new related areas or the budgetary announcement or initiative also. So India become 4 trillion nominal GDP economy by 2023, exactly in line with the original आपका नीति आयोग दिस नो इट इज नॉट आपका 20 it is I guess we did not we have till 4 trillions we enter in 2025-26 we enter in 2025-26 not here up it was around 3.2 or something during that period. Ayushman Bharat continue in 2026. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana remain one of the world largest publicly funded health insurance scheme आपका true है. BharatNet is still under the implementation in 26. Universal high-speed rural connectivity remain a work in progress, right? है. Rail Development Authority was proposed, but independent full-scale regulators with complete tariff setting powers and thus institutionalize the original आपका envisioned by the 2026. This also should be correct आपका right. Next one we have Agriculture Produce Market Committee law have been completely abolished in all state in India by 2026. It is not आपका abolished, it got आपका amended. First of all, this should be wrong. We have 2 3 4 here. Yes, 2 3 4 is here and means A must be right answer for this one. AMPC law are state subject and continue in many state with आपका varying reforms in all. It आपका not got abolished in all. Next one. Okay, one more question, guys. People are more worried about the admit cards rather than the आपका question paper or the preparation. Huh, Susil sir, how it will work? In group I am like there are many people who are worried about in Telegram. Actually I'm seeing some messages, people are feeling like very tensed about the admit card. Okay, so with the discontinuation of 5-year plan, India now finance development expenditure through annual budget, medium-term fiscal strategy, capital expenditure program, and this based on APA 2007 budget 26-27. You have to find out the correct one. So Union Budget 26-27 has provided a capital expenditure of 12.20 lakh crores, higher than the previous year budget. It is always like every years or a year on year basis we are increasing the capex आपका right. The fiscal deficit target 26-27 is set 4.3% of GDP, indicating आपका continued fiscal consolidation. True है. In present day India, deficit financing may include additional market borrowings and monetization through the central bank. Though direct ad hoc treasury bills financing is no longer standard mechanism also. This is also correct. Foreign assistance in India now consists only, no, it is not in the form of grant. We have also take the loan. So this is wrong. Domestic budgetary resources such as tax revenue, non-tax borrowing in this, they contribute आपका maximum. True है. 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 5 means option B must be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. Well done. Next question. Okay. Now the next topic is your role of priority sector and आपका MSMEs, right? See, this topic is like when it comes to the question, again, you can expect two questions. One is around priority sector, but priority sector is given in detail in your PPB also, right? So that PPB, if you have prepared this particular one आपका very well in PPB, you do not have to worry around that portion. Just focus around the new definition of MSME because or the government initiative. You can expect one question like they'll give you the companies A, B, C. Company A turnover is this, B investment is this, C आपका investment is this. Then they'll ask you to match आपका कि A belongs to आपका medium scale or the different as per the definition standard in others. ठीक है? So they sometimes they test like this also, right? So when it comes to PSL, it is overall the current affairs related to PSL is bit important, right? So when it comes to overall target 40% and we have RRBs and small finance bank. So now we have to remove small finance bank from here. RRBs आपका 75% and this is the आपका sub target. UCBs आपका अर्बन कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स एंड आपका स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक, ठीक है, स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक आपका दे आर हैविंग अ टारगेट ऑफ 60%, राइट. सो द करंट टारगेट फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन इज आपका, आई जस्ट इवन रिमूव दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है, फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2000 आपका 25-26 onwards they have a target of 60% only. Now when it comes to this area, the different investment limits and all, the MSME, their background, why they are important, because they contribute 45% of manufacturing and 40% of export and 28% of overall GDP. Second largest contribution by employment generation as well as dependency as well as your आपका GDP contribution, right? So they employ a large people of areas. um, this just remove this one. We'll go for the new definition itself. So we have here आपका PSL things. So PSL areas and the sectors which generally categorize agriculture, MSME, export credit, education, housing, social, renewable energy and vehicle section, right? And others आपका, ठीक है, including up to 50 crores of startups and all, they generally categorize under this one. So here we have the limit आपका, ठीक है. So you just have to remember this rule. RRB same. आपका small finance bank, it become now how much when it comes to the 60%, right? And the remaining are same. Foreign bank with less than 20 branches, they have to lend 40% of their areas, and up to 30%, 32% they can lend for the export credit आपका, right? So this is the one. Then MSME, when it comes to MSME, their contribution and the definition. Please do remember this आपका revised limit. So definition will be based on the revised limit, right? So first, when it comes to the investment up to 2.5 crores or turnover 10 crores, these will come under the micro enterprises. 25 crores और आपका turnover up to 100 crores, small enterprises. Medium आपका 125 crores to turnover is 500 crores. So this is the definition which they can give you in the form of cases and all. There are some schemes आपका like make in India, they are part of your curriculum, ठीक है. Make in India 2004, startup आपका India scheme up to 10 lakh to 1 crores to women and SC/ST entrepreneurs. Then we have emergency credit line, now it is outdated. PLI आपका, this is still आपका existing one, right? Startup India still working. Udyam Mitra portal by SIDBI and others. So these are the areas which is generally part of this one. Chalo. Now let's practice some question. Acha, you are also involved in that conversation, Sushil sir. Acha, I thought you are not there. JD, आपका buddy, somebody. You are also there. I thought like you are attending the class. And you have changed your name also. So now next one, guys. Next one. Okay, Ashima ma'am is saying option A. So the Reserve Bank of India PSL framework continue to evolve with revised master direction April 1st, 25 and further amendment in January 1st. So including आपका on lending targets in this. To consider the following statement around the PSL on applicable on April 1st, 2026. So first, domestic commercial bank are required to achieve an overall आपका 40% of COB or ANBC, whichever is higher. Small finance bank आपका 60%. Foreign bank with less than 20 branches आपका must lend 18% directly to agriculture. No, they do not have any sub targets. आपका for domestic commercial bank lending to micro enterprises carries sub target of 7.5% of ANBC or COB. Yes. The next one we have loan by bank to national cooperative developments are eligible under the co-lending schemes? Yes. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, no. 1, 2, 4, 5 means option A only will be right answer for this particular. Very good. Well done, guys. Next one. This is something आपका the recent आपका changes. This is also part of your PPB. So the आपका Muniswamy sir, that is आपका like it is generally we have that co-lending na. Let's say if bank give loan to your MFI, microfinance institution, 2018 we included that one also. When we give loan to MFI or when we are refinancing through MFIs, so that will also covered under your आपका PSL things and all. Similarly here also, if you आपका refinance through cooperative development corporation, they'll be eligible for on lending recognized, means you can achieve PSL certificate against those particular one. Like let's say you have routed आपका 10 crore rupees through this particular institution, so you will that will be accounted in your overall PSL target and you'll achieve the PSL certificate against those particular loan from RBI. So next question, C. Okay, Rukmani ma'am is saying option C. Other people also, guys, what will be your correct answer? So a micro enterprise is one where investment in plant and machinery does not exceed आपका 2.5 crores turnover, not exceeding this. True है. Second one, small enterprise is one where investment does not exceed 25 crores and turnover 100 crores. This is also correct. Third one is medium enterprise is where investment आपका not exceeding 125 crores. It was 125, 125 and 500 crores, right? So this is also true. Udyam registration is fully digital and enterprise आपका certificate as MSME are required to register on the Udyam portal आपका, ठीक है, if you are running some आपका category under this. If an enterprise has investment of 20 crores, turnover is 125, 120 crores, it is still qualify for the small, no. ठीक है, so it will आपका breach the areas आपका like it is small enterprise ना. No, it will be आपका even in that small is 2500 crores. No, it will come under the your medium, not small आपका. तो 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 means option C. Yes, बिल्कुल सही. Option C will be right answer for this particular one, right? It will come under the medium आपका, not the small one. Next one, okay, the contribution based areas. Keshavanji. Okay, everyone, guys. So consider the following statement regarding MSME in India. So MSME contribute more than 30% to आपका GDP. This is as 30 the economic survey or something 30 point आपका 10 or something. MSME account more than 1/3 of India's manufacturing output. Yes. MSME contribute less than 40% of India's export. It is around almost 48 or 49%. Wrong hai. Next one, number of MSME enterprise is estimated to be above आपका 7 crores. Yes. Union budget 26-27 proposed measure to improve the equity, liquidity and professional support to these particular one. True hai. 1 2 4 5 1 2 4 5 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Correct hai. Next one. Next question, guys. MSME and related government initiative. Okay, this is bit important. Please do remember this. Like when we started our foundation things, we do not used to put emphasis around these things, but now this is the exam time. So now this is something ki you have to be familiar with these particular one because these things will help you eventually. So under the revised MSME classification, आपका 26, both manufacturing and service enterprises classified as a common framework, which is investment in turnover. Earlier we used to have different one. For investment we used to have different, and turnover we used to have different. But now we have a single definition which we have gone through just now. The emergency credit line guarantee was originally introduced during the pandemic period as a guarantee emergency credit support mechanism to eligible APA borrowers. This we gone through recently. Stand Up India provide bank loan आपका between 10 lakh to 1 crores to greenfield enterprise women and SC/ST entrepreneurs. This is also correct. Production link scheme PLI scheme provide solely foreign companies. No, it include the 13 major sectors, or even I guess now it is 16 sector in this total list of sectors. Please go through that particular one. I just missed that one. Udyam registration is official online registration system for MSME and is based on self-declaration with PAN and GST link verification. True. 1235. 1235 means option A will be right answer for this particular one. Correct, guys, everyone? Next question on your screen. Please quickly go through. Okay. Now, next one we have infrastructure and आपका social infrastructure, right? So this topic which include आपका again the government initiatives or the schemes. Okay. So we have infrastructure including social infrastructure, hard and soft. We have energy, power, transport, rail, and others. And social infrastructure, we have health, education, and after that, Jan Arogya Yojana, new education, आपका policy 20, that is all are generally part of this one, right? So here we have the physical infrastructure and social infrastructure. So when it comes to physical means आपका that transportation, highways, dam, and others. Social is your health, means hospitals, school, colleges, and all. They generally comes under this. So here we have PM Gati like initiative Bharatmala Pariyojana. Here we have PM Aaka Ayushman Bharat Yojana, National Education Policy 20, and others. So key concept आपका hard infrastructure and soft infrastructure. Last time also they asked question around this. Hard is basically the road, highways and all. Soft is आपका hospitals and all. Green infrastructure आपका natural ecosystem providing life support services. A funding model आपका public private partnership which we are using in this particular case. So when it comes to the infrastructure, the objective to boost productivity and output, ensure efficiency, and enable आपका social progress itself. Evolution, so nowadays we earlier there was the traditional model was around the government funded base, but now we work around the public private partnership. So government and public private partnership both are acting in the same direction. We have hard infrastructure, we have soft infrastructure. So hard and tangible physical networks and all, these are the examples, and this is your आपका soft infrastructure and all, right? So there are some datas also, right? Water management infrastructure, energy infrastructure, the targets and all. Then we have Seamless India, where we have golden quadrilateral आपका scheme, which was आपका built up to connect these four metro cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. Bharatmala Pariyojana, dedicated freight corridors आपका even during budget also. Kavach scheme for the railways, metro rail project, Parvatmala, those आपका ropeways and others. Okay, so all these schemes which are given in your book also, okay, the update also we have included around these one. Then we have PM Gati Sakti. Okay, so this is again very important one. Okay. National Industrial Corridor Program, Multi-Model Logistic Program, and others. Education related things आपका, ठीक है. So this new education policy, which is very important one, 2020, where we have आपका 5 pillars. These are the 5 pillars: access, equity, we have quality, affordability, and accountability, right? And it replaced आपका National Education Policy 1986. It work on a structure. It also replaced 10 plus 2 structure to 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 आपका. Family welfare also. So these are the other areas which are generally part of this particular curriculum. Okay? So please do revise these one, it will help you. Now let's practice some question. So infrastructure development in India. So NIP, National आपका Infrastructure Pipeline 2018 continue to guide infrastructure investment planning with a project like energy, road, and all these particular one. The second one is आपका National Investment in Infrastructure Fund function as India's sovereign link asset manager and mobilize the both domestic and foreign capital for the infrastructure and growth quality investment. This is also correct. Third statement, in India, rail sectors is now financed entirely. No, it is not entirely but mostly in when it comes to railway, we have public investment, but we have went for some sort of privatization of railway stations and all. There is a railway station in Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, that Kamalapati, now it is known as Kamalapati railway station. That was the first privately built Aapka railway station, right? So, social infrastructure includes sectors such as healthcare, education, drinking, sanitation, and all. The next one, public-private partnership model remain relevant in sectors such as highways, airport, and this. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 means option A is the right answer for this particular. Very good, guys. In module B, there was what I have experienced. You guys were doing some mistake, but today everyone is like answers are maximum good, and you all are facing all these particular questions for the very first time because last week only or even day before yesterday only we have prepared all these particular questions, right? So you guys are doing good. So leverage that area. Okay, see, sometime what happened, like let's say if you are good in with the stat or the memorizing things and all na, so A and C can be the most beneficial for in your case. So just leverage that particular one. Okay. So next one आपका the energy infrastructure, and you have to find out correct answer. So as per 31st March 26, India cumulative renewable energy capacity including large आपका hydro cross others. Solar power become most largest contributor within India renewable energy mix, exceeding 150 gigawatts. आपका this is also true. The next one is your India achieved milestone 50% of cumulative installed electricity capacity and fossil sources. PM Gati Shakti launched primarily to subsidies. No, it is not a subsidy scheme, it is a आपका logistic based scheme, not subsidy one. ठीक है, major scheme itself, right? The next one is your India recorded highest ever annual आपका wind capacity. This is also true. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 means option D must be right answer for this particular. Very good, guys. Next one. So urban infrastructure and green infrastructure in India, and you have to find out the correct answers. Everyone, guys. Yes, yes, D is the right answer. Aishwarya ma'am, I guess you joined a bit late. So we have done with 4-5 units from your module A itself. So I'll request please do us those particular one, whatever you have missed. And module D and module B also we have done. So today we are practicing module A. Tomorrow we will be doing aapka module C. Then I'm done with my obligation. Then you have to revise in others. Okay? What you want from me in the remaining days? Sushil sir, Indra ma'am, Raju sir, Pradeep sir. You want aapka self study or some sort of practice, or you want AFM session aapka? Whatever you will say, I'll plan accordingly. So, आपका India's 2 days we can do आपका at least. ठीक है. Last day I'll not आपका come up with any session because otherwise you'll get confused. So India's urban areas are estimated to contribute around 2/3 of the national GDP, despite how आपका housing and the population things, right? Or the smart city mission launched 100 cities had substantially completed आपका most sanctioned project by 25. That is also correct. Yeah. Amrut 2.0 aim to provide universal water supply and sewage coverage only to the 500 plus आपका Amrut cities. No, this should be. I'll recheck this statement. The next one is urban infrastructure include both hard and आपका soft infrastructure. Green infrastructure include ecological sensitive zone in this. So 1245, 1245 for sure. This will be right answer for this one. This must be wrong. Yes. So statement third is wrong. Amrut 2.0 significantly extended beyond the 500 cities. It target आपका statutory towns around 4300 town plus depending on these particular areas, right? Next one. Social sector, social infrastructure, and ESG development. And you have to find out the correct statement around this particular one. AFM. Everyone want AFM. Okay, then we'll do it AFM then. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days, 3 marathon session for AFM. Then आपका Saturday I'll give you just revise and the other things. And then आपका Sunday onwards again we will be doing the marathon session for AFM and PPB both आपका. So in Union Budget 26-27, Government of India constituted continued high priority allocation toward the health, education, skills and other areas. Social infrastructure such as education, healthcare, sanitation, housing, positive and this true है. India's literacy rate and life expectancy have improved substantially since independence. Yes. The fourth one is your ESG, आपका environmental, social and governance. In banking sector, relate only environmental. No, it is environmental, social and governance. Right? ESG means आपका environmental, social and governance. It is not only about this, it is around these two also. Governance is how your organization is governed, means board of directors, how they are making the decision. It is led by the stakeholders theory. Okay? They have to consider all the stakeholders who all will get affected with that decision. Then when it comes to the आपका social in आपका that is the CSR things and all. Bank in India increasingly expect to disclose the matters of this. Yes. So what will be your correct answer, guys? 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Correct? Eh? So option B will be right answer for this one. Next one. Muniswamy sir, with like what is the confusion? Confused. Tell me, sir. I'll try to help you in that case. Sure. So, with reference to health, education, family welfare, and health infrastructure in India, you have to find out the correct statement. So, the Indian healthcare sector 26 has expanded beyond the hospitals and insurance to include digital health platform, AI assistants, telemedicines, our medical technology startups, and this are the co-drivers, right? Second one is Ayushman Bharat Mission has evolved into nationwide integrated digital health ecosystem, enabling आपका interportable electronic health records and आपका digital health IDs for the citizen also. Yes. National Education Policy continue to operate 86 आपका no. ठीक है, this is wrong आपका. We replace this particular one with आपका National Education Policy 2020. PM Ayushman Bharat आपका health infrastructure mission remain one of the largest pan-India public health infrastructure, even in not in India itself, it is in the world. India's public expenditure on education constantly exceed आपका 5% of GDP in recent years. High, no, it is not 5% of the GDP. It is around, I guess, 3% or something. Yeah, even not than that also. This is wrong. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 means option A. A will be right answer, right? So A will be right answer for this one. Third one is also wrong. Third one is wrong. Okay. Lakshmi ma'am, आपका so NEP is we have replaced आपका National Education Policy to 1986 with NEP आपका, right? So that is the case. Correct है? चलो, now next one. Okay, next one we have globalization. So nowadays many geopolitical issues are going on, so that आपका there are some means this topic is kind of very hot topic, especially from last 1 or 2 years. So they might ask one question. Usually they used to ask one question or आपका one question for 1 marks or two question for half marks. Now it is something आपका they can give 2 marks weightage to this one. The fair globalization is very important. Deglobalization आपका protectionism and all. This is something what we are आपका facing right now. So globalization impact on India also, and they can give you some examples. So please do take care around this one. ठीक है? So when it comes to globalization, global integration आपका India, we generally entered in this league आपका full fledged post economic reforms 1991. ठीक है? LPZ, that third आपका pillar was globalization itself, right? So when it comes to the areas or the benefit under this particular one, what we have, it is how it is helping the developing nation catch up with the developed countries, industrial growth. Then we have आपका reduce barriers and social progress also. So these are the benefits of your आपका globalization and all. So India, हाँ, in India's 1991 आपका inflection point. So that was new economic policy when we officially entered in this one, and government they start preparing policies according to the globalization things and all. Okay? That's why we changed the FERA also, and we replaced FERA with आपका FEMA and others. So when it comes to tangible outcome of integration or globalization, higher per capita income, job opportunities, greater consumer choices, and आपका modern agriculture and all, team, or the inclusion. Fair globalization, very very important one, team. So like whenever any country or two countries are entering into some sort of relation, it should not favor anyone. Like let's say it is like it should not favor only one. It should be आपका, there must be a balance. So it is ensure the opportunities benefit shared equally among the nations and people. It must be inclusive, आपका democratically govern and provide real benefit to all. Social cohesion, आपका equal distribution of benefit, proactive government role, and policy support and others. So these are the areas. Now the next one, what we are facing from last 2 years, that is deglobalization, right? So country like Russia, Ukraine, the war basically, or right now Iran, Iraq, or the involvement of US. So all these are generally, or the US trade policy also. Okay? So all these are what they are doing. They are आपका the US trade policy, that is complete sign of protectionism. They want to protect the domestic players आपका, ठीक है? That's why they are coming up with those kind of tariffs and all, right? So protectionism that lead to the globalization. If they'll do so, we will also do, right? So that is the one. So that is deglobalization, right? So deglobalization, the process of reducing dependency and integration among the global economies, and आपका the goal of this one is to decrease interdependence between the nations. Protectionism, primary tool is of the deglobalization using tariff, आपका import quotas and non-tariff barriers. Consequences can lead to reduced trade, higher consumer prices, and subsidize for the protected industries and others. So that generally comes under this particular word. Correct? So like the recent cases also, Britain exit from आपका that European Union, US trade आपका that is still going on, US China war, आपका COVID pandemic, Russia Ukraine, Iran, and others आपका you can add in this particular row itself, right? Now let's practice some question. It's a very small topic, but it is bit important. I guess only one question will be there because we have covered all the areas. So consider the following statement regarding globalization, fair globalization, and protectionism. So Seal sir is saying option C. Ashima ma'am is also C. Other people, guys, quickly. So globalization broadly refer to increasing economic integration among nations through the cross-border flow of goods, services, capital, labor, knowledge. Yes, the concept of globalization was first introduced in India immediately after independence. No, in India it is happened mostly with the economic reforms 1990s. According to the discussion, World War One, आपका the global depression and two contributed to आपका retreat from the globalization. Yes, the next one is supporters of globalization argue that technology transfer and foreign investment can generate job and improve the living standards. आपका yes. The next one is in India 1991 associated with strong growth performance in this. Fair globalization rests only on economic development and excludes social. No, it includes social also. Protectionism may आपका take the form of tariff or import quotas and this one. True है. तो 1 3 4 5 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. Next one. Okay, economic reforms. So when it comes to economic reforms, very important unit from this. So here we have first real sector reforms means that LPG again new economic reforms. Financial sector reforms in banking sector, आपका debt market, derivative market, forex market and all. Integrated आपका this and economic reforms in India. So these are the areas. So what we have in this particular case when it comes to the real sector reforms, so they आपका arise due to the balance sheet crisis in 1991. That time our the economic reserve was about 1.2 billion US dollar. With that we can do trade for or import for only 2 weeks. Today it is more than 700 billion US dollar. So this was the amount. So that there was many आपका problem with the economy late 80s. The fiscal deficit was this. Right now it is 4.2 or something. That time it was this same. Then आपका external debt was 23% of GDP. Current account deficit was आपका 3.69%. Inflation rate was all time high, that is आपका 11.30%. So these problems which led to like India economy was about to that sovereign defaults and all right, we are on the edge. Then we come up with the आपका the reason behind these particular one was which is defined by the Jagdish Bhagwati. It is part of your curriculum. Every statements or the things which you are seeing here, they all are part of your book, even the definition and all. So Jagdish Bhagwati, economist आपका name. The crisis was cumulative of long-term standing policy issues in this. So he generally defined that there are three major reasons. One is excessive bureaucratic control, like most of the businesses were done by the government, and even आपका the bureaucracy was at peak. Rules and regulation based in inward focus policies. The FERA is the living, that is the best example ki that is all about the conservation of the foreign reserve and all. Then आपका inefficient public sector. So the areas or the data and others, like mostly companies were owned by the government or all the major businesses, and there was some sort of inefficiency. So then आपका and the ultimate things which happened in 1990 oil crisis, where आपका Iraq invasion on of Kuwait, that triggered the vulnerabilities in the Indian economy. So that time we come up with one reform that saved the Indian economy. So that's why they are categorized one of the most important reforms in the Indian economy so far. These are your आपका global आपका new economic reforms itself, right? So that is the point आपका. This is something which is generally part of this. तो liberalization first, easing the आपका ease of doing business, what it is called nowadays. Privatization, allowing private parties. Globalization, entering into the international market, importing the assets and others. They generally comes under this one. The another part under this particular one was when it comes to banking, the reforms, financial sector. The financial sector reforms, Narsimham Committee, which constituted in 1991, and they come up with their recommendations in 1992. So here, these were the core objectives of this particular committee, right? आपका then Narsimham Committee to आपका 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So, आपका Narsimham Committee to the review of those particular reforms, right? So, the Narsimham Committee is something which is very, very important. It is also part of your Module C and in Module B also. For sure, guys, you'll face one question around आपका Narsimham Committee. Do not get confused with this year. It was formed in 1991 and it get implemented in 92. It is 1997 and it is 1998, आपका, right? So then when it comes to Narsimham Committee 1, see here it is आपका mention 1992. So the areas was to improve the financial health, efficiency and profitability. So we have prudential norms. आपका we come up with the your CAR concept आपका, ठीक है, at 8%. Capital adequacy, sorry, ठीक है. So prudential norms issued RBI guidelines on income recognition, NPA classification and all. Then we have आपका capital adequacy requirement, CAR at 8%. Initially we adopted it at 8%. Reduction in reserve आपका CRR and SLR. Interest rate deregulation that happened with LERMS 1993 onwards, right? Economic recovery mechanism, we formed DRTs, upper DRAT and others, and increase the competition. We start giving license to private parties and others, right? Then our committee 2 was around the you cannot ignore committee 1 and 2 because anyhow you'll see one question around this, and this is again it will get repeated in module C also. So better ki aapka please do prepare these particular one very well. So committee 2 aapka review the progress of reforms that previous committee. So they come up with the suggestion strengthening the bank, narrow banking concept aapka, weak banks with the high NPAs, they only aapka focus on the short term thing. Capital adequacy आपका ratio, here we increase this particular one from 8% to 9%. Earlier it was purely aligned toward the BCBS, Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. Now when we come up with the two, we increase आपका this to 9% आपका, right? Then bank ownership autonomy, ठीक है, this is again review governance control, and even we reviews the laws also, right? The BR Act and आपका RBI Act 1934. So these were the major areas which generally comes under this particular one. Now, apart from this, okay, apart from your banking sector reforms, there are some other reforms also part of this one. Prudential reforms, आपका, supervisory reforms, ठीक है. Then you have to go through these one, like the tool like Camel, आपका, ठीक है, Camels, the full form that get asked previous time, ठीक है, and the other areas. Competition reforms आपका and market reforms, please go through these particular one for sure. Apart from that one, you'll be seeing one or two question around this one. So DRT, Surface Act आपका, and JAM Trinity, this is very important nowadays, right? Then we have your foreign exchange आपका, we come up with this आपका FEMA 1999, we shift from FERA to FEMA basically. Then we have आपका SEBI, or then we have enduring legacy and the path ahead, and this is the one. Okay, chalo, now just allow me aapka 4-5 minute, 5 minute or a kind of a break. Let's take a break of 5 minutes, okay? So I have to start one session, 5 minute break aapka, okay? So then we will continue this one and we will be practicing all these particular questions, okay guys, everyone? Just give me 5 minutes. Ashma ma'am, who is getting holiday for JIB preparation. Huh? Holiday in Punjab. When? 1st May. Okay. Chalo. Okay. So I had momos. Huh? Okay. Chalo. Now let's start. Shall we start, guys? Shall we start? Everyone, quickly join in and do let me know everything is fine. Yes, acha Sushil sir is having आपका holiday in Punjab. Okay, chalo nice. Do utilize these particular days, sir. Chalo. So guys, what will be your correct answer for this particular question? So when it comes to this, the economic policy change of 80s was influenced by Washington Consensus framework and involve a limited deregulation and partial आपका liberalize of the sectors, and the meeting was held by IMF, World Bank and other things. Economic reforms introduced in 1991 triggered by solely a widening of fiscal deficit without any significant, no, it is upper balance of payment. As we have gone through that data also, only 1.2 billions amount was remaining with the government itself, so that's why we went for that particular one, right? The next one we have the term LPZ, Indian economic reforms, liberalization, privatization and globalization. India received full capital account convertibility. No, still even today also we do not have full capital account convertibility, so this is आपका wrong. Current account convertibility is 100%, but capital account convertibility is not there, so we are partially convertible currency. By 26, India's industrial strategy include आपका PLI schemes aimed at boosting the manufacturing. This, yes, 135. 135 means option B must be right answer for this particular one. Everyone good? Any doubt and any queries, please do let me know. Next question on your screen. Chalo, next one. Everyone guys, next one. So with reference to economics transformation and financial sector reforms in India, consider the following statement. Okay, you'll get 2 marks for this one, guys. Everyone. This line is very important. So prior to 90s, आपका Indian fiscal system was characterized by the control interest, significant government preemptions, resources, and thus we were kind of a close economic structure. The primary objective of financial sector reforms was to create centrally आपका directed credit. No, it is आपका liberalization, not this, or deregulation, or आपका decentralized. Various committees such as Narsimham Committee 1, Narsimham Committee 2, this is as per the formation year. Huh? Padma Committee, आपका Verma Committee, HR Khan, and this they generally contributed आपका in the areas itself. Yes. And their references also. Last time they asked question around the Verma Committee, which is related to weak bank, or even the other also. So this is something which is very important. You remember all these particular one. Banking sector reforms introduce prudential regulation, competition, आपका enhancing measure, market oriented mechanism, legal institution like debt recovery and all. They regionally form these particular one. The next one is your NBFCs were kept outside the scope of competition and efficiency enhancing policy measure during that period. Yes. 1345. 1345 means option A must be right answer for this one. We kept those. Now RBI is including these particular one also, but that time आपका NBFC also brought under the competition. Okay, sorry, it was आपका wrong here. NBFC were kept outside the competition and efficiency enhance. Okay, means this should be wrong, na? So D should be right answer for this one. Sorry. So it is आपका D. That time it was not that emphasis around this, but nowadays RBI is also putting those particular one. So this is wrong. Sorry, guys. No, this should be आपका D only then. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Your answer is correct, everyone. Those who are marked आपका D, they all are correct in this case. Next one. Nursing banking sector reforms, Narsimham Committee. Just a minute. Please go through this. I'll go back to the statement. NVFCs was also there. Sorry. Okay. Means D is the right answer for this one. Huh? Confirm. Yes, yes, yes. So remember it is आपका fifth statement wrong है. Yes, yes. 100% it is wrong. So next one आपका prudential reforms under the second phase means आपका your आपका the Narsimham Committee to include risk weight asset capital norms, market valuation of investment portfolios, migration of toward the Basel II frameworks and others. The Camel आपका supervisory rating framework used in banking supervision, which include capital adequacy, asset quality management, earning liquidity, and sensitivity to market risk. As standard आपका, this is also correct. ठीक है. So when it comes to Camel's आपका, ठीक है. So Camel's rating framework used in banking supervision include capital adequacy, asset quality, and earning liquidity sensitivity as its standard आपका component under the reforms. अच्छा okay हाँ. This statement can be right or can be wrong also. We'll revisit this one because see, when we come up with that statement now, so it is like when it comes to the camel, earlier it was actually camel only, right? Here also if you'll see this. So rating system आपका capital adequacy, asset quality, management, earning and liquidity. Sensitivity to market risk was not officially part of that particular one. We'll see the answer for this particular one. Means it can be right आपका if they are including that or not. Public sector banks were permitted to raise capital from stock market subject to ceilings up to 49% paid up capital in competition reforms and all team within the government approvals also. This is true. Surface Act 2002, which strengthened the creditors' right and asset recovery mechanism, was introduced part of technological reforms in banking sector. It is not technological reforms, आपका actually. It is आपका the kind of where we are helping up. It is help. The act is helping banks आपका to recover the money for the collateralized loan without the involvement or interference of court itself. LAF operate technological reforms are like आपका digital banking, mobile banking, UPI and others operate through the repo and reverse repo auction, creating interest rate corridors and short-term liquidity management. This is true. So do we have 135? So option A 135 and 2 1 2 हाँ 100% आपका this is wrong and we'll check this one also. Yes. तो camels आपका contain capital adequacy, asset quality, management, earning, liquidity, but does not formally include the sensitivity as a part of standard framework mentioned in the आपका the areas also when they have come up with this. Sensitivity is also like we later we included that S also, but it was not a kind of key based when we are making the judgment, we were making judgment around these first four areas, you know. So that was the आपका the logic for this particular one. ठीक है. Next one. Next, not D, guys. Everyone mark the D. Huh? How come D? What is D? Option D is 1 2 4. 4 is wrong. ठीक है. Surface Act is strengthened आपका creditors right and asset recovery mechanism. introduce a part of technological reforms. It is not a technological reforms. It is basically defined as आपका like public sector banks, they are using SurfaceZ Act आपका institutional and legal reforms. It is not technological is something the banking related and others, right? The neo banking or mobile banking, internet banking and all that computerization in the banking system. So these all were the technological one. Correct? है? चलो next one. India's integration with global economy has evolved significantly in 1991 with आपका major shift in trade openness, capital flows, external sector resilience up to 25-26. So now you have to find out the correct statement, and this is again based on the recent data and all. Let's give a try at least once. So India's trade openness, आपका combined export and import of goods and service as percentage of GDP has broadly stabilized in the range of about 40 to 50% in the mid 20s, reflecting deeper but more balanced global integration compared to the rapid expansion phase of the 2000. That is true. India continue to remain one of the top global destination for FDI inflow with annual net flow of recent years broadly moderating up compared to the COVID-19 peak in this, but still remaining up structurally strong in this. Okay? Like after Singapore, Mauritius and others, India is kind of almost whenever you'll go for the indices and all, we are at top in this list also. The third one is the service sector has become the dominant contributor of India's export basket in 20. The maximum contribution we do from the service sector export. India's current account balance has remained persistent and widening आपका deficit due to heavy import dependence, crude oil and across 4% of GDP and all. No, this should be wrong आपका ठीक है. So because आपका like in past few years we have trying to create some sort of balance in that particular one, and we always target this one आपका reduce the areas also. India's foreign exchange reserve have remained a strong buffer in 20s, broadly आपका staying above the level of 600 billion US dollar. So like right now it is about 700 billion. ठीक है. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 आपका 5 means option A must be right answer. Please go through this, not A, B. Means what I miss here. 1 2 3 and 5. 1 2 3 and 5. No, it is आपका A only, right? So what was B? अच्छा 4. No, this is wrong आपका. ठीक है. So A only will be right answer for this particular one. Please आपका go through this particular one. ठीक है. It's up to 1.2 or something आपका. So India has not constantly recorded a current account deficit above 4% of GDP. In recent, deficit generally remain moderate and cyclical, influenced by these particular. It is not like every year it is at a same range of 4% in others. So there is a movements according to the global reactions and all. Okay. Okay, next one we have foreign trade policy. Now आपका FDI versus FII, two important areas. The objective of foreign trade policy and the foreign trade policy related areas, growth versus development, the another important subtopic from this particular topic itself, right? So when it comes to foreign trade policy, we have the core areas which are generally part of this particular one. The foreign trade policy, which is how we generally define this particular one, it is India, how that is called आपका how we are dealing with the trade related policies, basically import export. DGFT is the body which generally handle this particular one, or the exim policy of the country, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And it generally describe the interaction of Indian economy with rest of the world. 23 आपका, earlier we used to have 5 years plan for the trade policy also, but now we come up with foreign trade policy 2023. That is a kind of permanent things. Now every years, as per the changing scenarios, we will be coming up with certain changes in that core policy and all, right? So now we do not have that 5 year wala outcome things and all. Earlier, the last one was 15 to 20. Then we extended it till 2023. Then in 2023, we come up with one aapka base, the base for the determination of foreign trade policy. And now in 26 also we did some update, or time to time as per the global scenarios and all, we keep changing that particular one, right? So streamline आपका procedures, promoting e-commerce up export, developing district as export hub, and aligning with global standards. These were the areas. So 2023 आपका the areas which we have discussed earlier also. Please go through those particular one. They'll help you in this case. Foreign investment, when it comes to this, one question every time we have experience around the FDI versus FII, or the three different type of FDIs: greenfield, brownfield, and joint ventures. Last time it was in the form of small cases. They have given up a company A, B, and C. A is route entering this way, B, C. Then you have to find out key which is categorized as greenfield, which is categorized as brownfield, or आपका joint ventures. We have two route आपका for FDIs, automatic route and आपका government approvals. Automatic routes, so where basically we have already passed those particular bills, no prior approvals is required. Government approvals आपका where we required आपका before entering, they'll be required, or even if they are increasing the holding, so they'll be requiring आपका prior approvals from government. Proposals आपका more than 5,000 crores require clearances from the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. All FDIs from Pakistan, they'll be categorized under the your approval route itself, right? There are some restricted areas. This also get asked many times. So when it comes to, these are the businesses where foreigners, they cannot own the direct ownership. They cannot hold आपका direct ownership, like lottery business, आपका gambling, betting, chit funds, निधि companies, TDRs, ठीक है, and real estate business आपका, that does not include the development of township and others, manufacturing of cigar, cheroots, cigarillos and all. And there are some sectors or activities which are prohibited from the foreign investment, like atomic energy, railways and others. They generally comes under this particular one, right? So the restricted areas also, please do remember this one. Three type of FDI: greenfield, when aapka the foreigners, they are coming in India and they are starting from the scratch, so that is your greenfield aapka FDI. Brownfield is they are acquiring some Indian company, then they are running according to their methodology. Joint ventures is basically where Indians and aapka that foreign partners, they are jointly running that particular business. The another one we have FDI versus FI, foreign institutional investment. The differences is a bit important, right? So basically when it comes to FDI, it is a kind of a permanent investment or long-term perspective. When it comes to FII, this is आपका short term, right? So along with the investment, in case of FDI, they come up with the management, technology and others. In case of FII, it attract only capital things. They contribute in GDP. They are not directly contributing in GDP आपका, ठीक है. It stable the nature of the आपका, basically the freight of capital or the threat of capital freight is less, because they are investing in the productive capacities of the nation. But here they are investing in stock market and all, and as per the geopolitical or the economic scenarios and all, anytime they can withdraw their money itself, right? The next one, the last important topic from this one is growth versus development. Both seems आपका similar, but there is a huge difference between these two. Growth is basically single dimensional, the outcome oriented, ठीक है. So like the measure are like GDP, GNP and all. So this is something key. It is all about the productivity. What is the output of that particular economy? An increase in the production of the goods and services. Quantitative, single dimensional. When it comes to economic development, it is a multi-dimensional, where we are studying the आपका the literacy rate, health, आपका benefits, life expectancy, and all the indices like these we generally use in this particular case. Again, it get asked many times, so please do remember this one. Huh? Chalo, now let's practice some question. So the first statement here is the open-ended structure of foreign trade policy permit periodic आपका amendment without waiting for the expiry of a fixed policy trade which we have right now. Like earlier it was for a specific period, 5 years आपका, but now it is open-ended structure where as per the requirements or the changes in the global economy, we will also change our policies. Extension of RODE, RODTEP. This is a scheme आपका, ठीक है. Primarily seek to आपका neutralize the unrefunded domestic taxes and duties आपका embedded in the export products and all, right? Yes, we have to check. Just a minute. I guess this statement is correct. I have cross-checked this one earlier also. It is आपका I have kept some. So it is आपका, it is related to the remission of duties and taxes on export procedures. ठीक है, remission of duties and taxes on export आपका remission, that is the full form of this one. ठीक है. So this is something when it comes to scheme primarily seek आपका neutralize or unrefunded domestic taxes and duties embedded in the export product. Embedded means it is providing an option to these particular exporters so they can आपका use those particular one. True है ये. Raising the आपका courier export value threshold to 1 crores mainly benefit आपका large no, it is आपका small couriers, small आपका exporters and all, ठीक है. So large आपका they are already having a very huge amount of this, but if any small exporters आपका if they are sending something abroad, so that will help them once we have increases that particular limit also. District Export Hub initiate and intended to integrate the geographically आपका different local output national export value chain. This support for mercantile trades under the foreign trade policy may strengthen India's role in trade आपका intermediation even when goods neither originate from nor either in आपका India also, right? So we are importing goods, we are creating some sort of value addition and then we are exporting, like in case of crude oil. So 1 2 4 5 means option A must be right answer for this particular one. So the enhanced courier export आपका threshold especially useful for MSMEs, startups and artisans. So like that will help them आपका to increase the overall trades and others, right? Oh, sorry, I just missed your chat, huh? Brownfield आपका 100%. See, when it comes to brownfield आपका, yes, हाँ, that is something कि when it comes to your greenfield, it is mostly they are having 100% ownership. In case of brownfield, there can be some Indian आपका also, ठीक है. And the another thing is basically it is depend on the sectorial limits also. But in general, the business idea is कि let's say if it is something greenfield means they are coming to India, they are starting something from scratch. And when it is comes to the brownfield, there is something which is already established. Now they are acquiring that and they are doing some sort of value add-ons in that particular one. That is the case. Joint ventures is mostly आपका they are running at a range of like 50 60 50 50 and all, and they are again similar to brownfield, but where domestic players are having active participation in the business itself. Sushil sir, sorry I missed, actually the chat was not there. So the insurance sector permit 100% FDI in automatic route आपका this last time only we changed, and last time also they asked this question. Foreign investment proposal from countries sharing land borders with India are generally subject to government approvals irrespective of sectorial route आपका availability. Yes, last revision also we talk around this thing. Multi brand आपका retail trading 100% FDI under the automatic trade. This is also नहीं, multi single brand retail it is 100%, multi brand it is आपका 51%. Multi brand is like that where we are running a shop or kind of a shopping mall. Single brand is like we are running a single, selling a single product. Defense आपका 74% FDI automatic route. Investment beyond this government routes आपका, this is also correct. FDI in public sector bank permitted up to 74% under the automatic route. No, this is आपका completely wrong. ठीक है, so when it comes to private sector bank automatic route आपका 49% and government approval 74. In public sector bank we have आपका 24% only, what I can remember this particular one. ठीक है, so 1 2 4 आपका means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Correct है everyone? How D? So Seal sir and everyone is saying option D. No, not D guys. आपका public sector bank do not आपका permit 74%. FDI sector आपका remain subject to lower than this. Even we have 24% only आपका for that particular case. Even the government approvals will be required in that case also. Okay, chalo, answer this question. Very easy and very important one. Everyone guys. So greenfield आपका foreign parent company create a fresh operation आपका in the host country from the ground level or scratch. Brownfield आपका involve acquisition and purchase stake in already existing company. Third one is आपका FII generally have a long-term productive orientation. No, FII investment are categorized as short-term investment. FDI in India prohibited in lottery business, chit funds, gambling. Yes. Joint venture FDI involve foreign company and local company sharing investment technology. Thus 1 2 4 5 1 2 4 5 means option A will be right answer for this public correct one आपका. ठीक है, so this is आपका option A will be right answer for this one. Automatic आपका public sector it is public sector I'll confirm, as per my knowledge it is 24% only. Private sector आपका 74%. ठीक है, when it comes to private sector banks it is आपका 74%. You go through this question, I'll check this one. हाँ, आपका 20%. Okay, so only आपका this evaluating the FDI to 49% from 20%. It is 20%, sir. Right now it is 20%. In private bank it is 74%. 20 and 74. Not 24, it is 20 and 74. ठीक है सुशील sir. And private it is 74. Consider the following statement. Economic development is a broader concept than economic growth because it includes social, political, cultural things. Economic growth mainly refer to the आपका sustained rise in actual national income, per capita income over time. Okay. Economic growth primarily focus on equitable income distribution. No, it is आपका development. Third one is wrong. Human SDI आपका HPI Gini coefficient are the economic development. True है. Economic development is single dimension. It is multi-dimension. Growth is single dimension. Growth generally considered a prerequisite for the economic development. Yes. Economic development bring both quantitative as qualitative. Yes. And economic for the developed economies, please do remember this statement. For developed economies, economic growth is the concern. For developing economies, economic आपका development is the concern. ठीक है? Because like growth, like when it comes to the आपका economic developed economies like UK, Japan, US, they have done that developmental agendas. ठीक है? Now it is very hard to maintain that output or the level of output and all that is, so that's why develop growth is the concern of development is the concern of developing, right? So option what you suggest guys, 1 2 4 6 7, 1 2 4 6 7 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Okay. Lakshmi ma'am is asking for what? Lakshmi ma'am, I have already uploaded PDFs आपका for the past two modules. Okay. This also I'll upload just after the session. Please go like we have uploaded many datas. Just if you'll open the application, you will see all these things. Next one, International Economic Organization. The one question around World Bank and IMF. Another question around WTO or the regional economic cooperations. The different institutions and others, they are generally part of this particular one. Okay. So Bretton Woods आपका meeting was the major reason behind the formation of your IMF and World Bank, and even that GATT agreements also, which later get converted into your WTO itself. So IMF, आपका the primary objective of IMF, it promote international monetary cooperation, foreign exchange rate, eliminate exchange control, promote international trade, promote investment capital आपका in backward and underdeveloped countries, reduce the disequilibrium between आपका balance of payment. IMF, right? SDR is another important factor आपका, ठीक है? This get asked many times. So it's a आपका reserve asset system of IMF. Right now we have 5 currencies which are generally part of this particular basket. So maximum आपका the weightage belongs to USD. Then we have आपका Euro. Then we have Chinese renminbi. Apart from these three, we have Japanese yen and आपका this. 1969 when we created this particular one. Earlier there was only 4 currencies. China, we generally get China become part of Chinese renminbi become part of this one in 2015 with 10.92% of weightage, right? So please do remember this one, the stake आपका, ठीक है? And then the another one is World Bank Group आपका. So India is part of all the members apart from this, ठीक है? We are part of this आपका IBRD, IDA and IFSC, but we are not part of ICSID, right? So there are areas and others which are also mentioned here. Just go through all these particular one, do revise. IMF versus World Bank, short term, आपका long term. It is basically when it comes to IMF loan, they are from the contribution done by the member nations. When it comes to World Bank, they raise funds आपका from the international market, then they deploy that particular one to the areas. ठीक है? So it for funding आपका, ठीक है? IBRD and IFC borrow funds आपका from bond market, and IDA आपका which get donation from the different countries. Here, when it comes to this, draw resources from the member country quotas, subscription and all, right? So the difference is bit important. Apart from this, we have WTO, World Trade Organization. The importance of WTO right now, like it sometimes it seems very irrelevant to the world economies, like because no one is listening them basically, okay? So still we found this particular one. These were the core function. Administrating आपका WTO trade agreements, provide form for the trade negotiation, handling trade dispute, monitoring आपका national trade policies, providing technical assistance and training development, cooperation with the other international organization and others. Okay? So these are the core function which is generally performed by this particular one. Then we have some regional आपका like we have European Union, we have SAARC, ASEAN, OPEC, BIMSTEC. Apart from this, G20, G7, OECD. Do not spend much time around the ratification of all these kind of things, but before entering in the examination, if you'll have a quick look, that will help you. All right, guys. Chalo. Now, first question on your screen. Please quickly go through this. Okay, what will be your correct answer, guys? D. Okay, some people are saying D. Other people also, guys. So IMF was formed in July 1944 when आपका delegate from 45 countries met in Bretton Woods. Sorry. The another one is India become member of IMF in December 1995. SDR, the currency issued by IMF and circulate as legal tender of, no, it is not a currency, it is a asset system and it does not circulate, right? IMF provide concessional loan to low income countries and आपका work with the institutions such as World Bank for the poverty eradication and all. ठीक है? True है. The SDR basket is reviewed in every 5 years. Okay, it is every 5 years. The last happened in 2022. The next is scheduled in आपका August. Next one is scheduled in August 2027. Wrong है. Chinese renminbi included in SDR आपका which 2015 review and आपका effective from first of October 2016. This is the date. Please do remember this. The next one is your IMF have no role in surveillance of member economy. No. IMF World Economic Outlook report. Every year, IMF release this particular data where they generally rate all the economies, okay, including India or all the member nations or the world economy. They also provide what will be the growth rate of आपका for the world economy as well as each and every individual member also, right? So 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6 means option B will be right answer for this particular one, not C, option B. Everyone, guys. Next one. Next one, guys. What will be your correct answer for this? So consider the following statement regarding World Bank Group. So the World Bank Group originated from the Bretton Woods again, 1944. The World Bank Group directly fund private companies in member countries without sovereign backing. No, government guarantee is kind of must. आपका they do provide loan to the private companies also, but when it is आपका promised by the government, sovereign backing is must. आपका right. Next one, IDA focus mainly on middle income and credit worthy poor countries. No, it is for the underdeveloped countries and all. This should be wrong. IBRD has 189 members nations provide loan to this. This is true. International Center ICSID was founded in 66. Resolved dispute आपका between international investors and state. The next one, India is member of all 5 institutions. No, we are not member of ICSID. International Finance Corporation is world largest multilateral source of loan and आपका equity financing. This true. तो वन आपका 1457 means option A only will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. Next one. Okay, WTO, World Trade Organization, and India's role. So the WTO served as a forum where member countries negotiate trade-related matters and settlement dispute. Monitoring national trade policies of member nation is one of the broader function of this. Monitoring national trade policies, yes. आपका technical assistance and training are provided by WTO, particularly for developing countries. This is also correct. WTO aim to promote bilateral trade agreements only and discourage आपका multilateralism. No, it encourages the multilateralism. India has constantly supported the efforts in this of the WTO. Yes, India supported efforts of everyone. Huh? India has emphasis special and differential आपका treatment provision for developing and emerging economies also. Cooperation with institutions like IMF, World Bank are linked for promoting this. आपका this is also true. 1 2 5 6 7 1 2 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 sorry 1 2 3 5 6 7 means option C must be right answer for this particular one. Why you guys are not answering? Yes, very good. Option C will be right answer for this one. Okay, which of the following आपका regarding regional economic cooperation and international आपका economic grouping are correct? Answer this one, guys, everyone. So regional economic cooperation is viewed as a strategy to promote economic growth and economic security within a geographical region. Like we have आपका BRICS, or we have SARC, ASEAN, all these are the one. So the motive of this particular one. Okay, everyone is saying option B. So first statement is correct. Second one is cooperation among the nations should be based on equity, equality, and mutual gain. Yes. Then we have आपका the Eurozone consists all member of countries of European Union without exceptions. No, we are like that. There are not the all the members, na. It is आपका the countries who use आपका euro as a medium of exchange. ठीक है, not all. SAFTA was established to encourage free trade among the SARC members and all. The next one is OPEC was originally founded in Vienna. Five countries in this. OPEC is not in Vienna. It is in आपका इराक और somewhere. ठीक है, बगदाद. हाँ, इराक बगदाद आपका, right? So the G20 represent countries आपका more than 75% of global trade. Yes, when it comes to G20 countries. BIMSTEC आपका include member countries only from South Asia. No, we have some countries आपका from Asia and Asia and Southwest आपका Southeast Asia also, right? So this is also wrong. So 1 2 4 6 means option D should be right answer. Everyone is wrong. Reason being, this is something आपका like now what I'll suggest कि this is the time whenever you revising things and all, na, please do follow the list आपका which we have discussed earlier. So that will help you in this case. So D will be right answer for this one. Okay, guys, next one. Okay, now next we have climate change and sustainable development goal. तो climate change आपका which is part of sustainable development goal. It is goal number 13 under SDGs. Sometimes they ask the differences between SDG and MDG. If it is a multiple statement based question, they can mention around that particular one also, right? तो climate change, sustainable development goal, core elements, आपका global issues and initiative, and India's progress. CSR is another important topic from this particular one, corporate social responsibility, because it will help you everywhere, right? So target like these, आपका you have to remember these targets what we have taken, and these are the 17 goal. 17 is basically actually 16 goal. 17 is आपका partnership around this. So 17 interconnected goal with 169 target. Target years is 2000 आपका 30. Basically, when earlier we used to have MDGs, Millennium Development Goal, 2000 to 2015. Now 2016 to 2030 आपका we have MDGs and all. ठीक है? So the different target and the areas आपका, right? So please do remember this. CSR, then sorry, not CSR, green transition आपका team toward the achievements of this net zero carbon things and all. There are many initiatives like आपका 2007 where RBI come up with CSR development and climate change. 12 आपका SEBI mandate आपका business responsibility report of top 100 listed companies. 2015 RBI included PSL, part of this one important. Then green bond 2017, and present आपका there are many other ways also, right? So PSL inclusion and all, that is bit important. Then we have आपका CSR also. Yeah, this is also very important one. Section 35 of Companies Act 13, which mandate आपका Indian companies to those who come up with under that particular eligibility, they have to lend 2% of their net profit from last 3 years for the corporate CSR activities, right? We have two type of activities as per this section. One is social responsibility under the environmental responsibility. So 2% of our net profit from last 3 years. And even there are some provision also. If company, earlier it was a criminal offense, non-fulfillment of CSR activities was criminal offense. In 20, we changed that particular one to civil wrong. So civil wrong means criminal offense. It can be imprisonment up to 3 years. But now we remove that clause. Now it is 2 crore penalty on the defaulting company and 2 lakh penalty, 1 lakh penalty on the defaulting officer also, right? So here it is आपका 1 crore, sorry, 1 crore on the company, please do remember this, and 2 lakh on the आपका defaulting person. So it is categorized as a civil wrong. This is important, huh? Please do remember this one. Earlier it was categorized as criminal offense where we have a imprisonment up to 3 years also for the non-fulfillments of CSR activities and others, right? So for the bankers also, and the overall India's contribution, now let's go through some question, guys. Okay, everyone, guys, quickly. Okay, Sushil sir is saying D, Ashima ma'am, Munisami sir, everyone is saying option D. Let's go through this. The first, आपका according to UN SDG report 25, only about 35% of GDP target, with available trend data on track showing the moderate progress. आपका the year 24 was recorded hottest year on the record. Now 26 it will be. ठीक है, 1.55 degrees Celsius above pre the industrial level and all. But now this year 26 will be. The heat wave are very high. SDG 13, it is increasing year on year basis actually. SDG 13s आपका relate to the affordable and clean energy. No, it is आपका climate change. Sustainable development goal were adopted in 15 by the UN आपका 1630. This is true. Total number of goal are 17 and target this 1 2 4 5. 1 2 4 5 means option D. Very good. Next one, guys. So the latest NITI Aayog आपका Sustainable Development Index 23-24 placed India composite score of 71, improving from the previous edition. It was 66 or somewhere. Earlier it was 66. Now we आपका 71. SDG index 23 rank आपका Kerala as a top. No, not Kerala. It was Uttarakhand and Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, I guess. Okay, what I can remember this one. Okay, this should be wrong. India's net zero emission target year is COP this आपका 2070. That is true. This type of target are very important. Huh? India's Panchamrit commitment include achieving 500 gigawatts non-fossil fuel by 2030. This is also correct. India updated climate commitments आपका submitted in 26 reportedly extended the आपका emissions and reduced 47% of this by 2035. This is also correct. Reserve Bank of India established sustainable finance group under the Department of Regulation to strengthen the sustainable finance and all. COP27 held in Egypt. आपका reach consists on establishing a loss and damage funds of climate countries. This. So please do remember some other data from this question. ठीक है. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 means option C must be right answer for this particular one. Anyone who marked the everyone marked the correct answer. Very good. Next one. Hello. हाँ JIB sir, Satish sir, I'm in your session only. Why you are not joining session? Huh? I'm in class only. I'm taking like session in your batch only. Okay, okay, no problem. Just call. I'll call you back after completion. Huh? Hmm. See, Satish sir is like he's not joining live class. He's calling me. So a senior banker is reviewing India's climate finance landscape and make the following statements. आपका. So India's current national target to achieve 500 gigawatts of non-fossil electricity capacity by 30, replacing the earlier 450 gigawatts आपका references under RBI priority sector landings effective this bank are eligible to loan आपका up to classified up to 35 crores आपका. This is also correct, right? India achieved a milestone of 50% 50% installed electricity capacity non-fossil during 15 this. Green finance include only green bonds, exclude the bank lending and others that include that one also. The next one is आपका climate risk for bank is limited reputational but does not credit. No, it include others also, right? Climate risk two type. One is आपका default, another one is it arises due to आपका physical losses as well as transition, which include all type of risk. 1 2 3 only. A must be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है? It include all the type of risk आपका, right? Next one, guys. Okay, with reference to progress and challenges of green finance in India and related regulatory developments, आपका consider the following statement. So what will be your correct answer, guys? India's sovereign green bonds were first issued in financial year 23 आपका and by 2026 cumulative sovereign green bonds issuance were reported around आपका 58,000 crore. This is true. This is the latest update around this. This data is correct. गवर्नमेंट planned to finance आपका nearly 31,000 crores a substantial project आपका green bond by 2026-27. RBI includes small renewable energy sectors आपका under the PSL in 2015 when it was the first time we included this one. Under the Companies Act 13 आपका companies they have to spend 2% of on the 2% of their net profit from preceding 3 years on CSR activities. Yes, this is the minimum. They can spend more also. Non-compliance with CSR in India continue to treat as criminal offense. No, now it is civil wrong. There is no imprisonment and आपका monetary penalty on the defaulting company it is 1 crore and defaulting officer it is आपका 2 lakh. Please do remember this amount also. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Correct guys? Everyone mark correctly? Yes, very good. Next question. Okay. Now we have issue facing Indian economy, right? Issue facing Indian economy. So we have आपका like issue facing Indian economy, poverty, jobless growth, very important one, inequalities, migration again, then another important one आपका ठीक है. Possible remedies means the schemes initiative taken by the government. So when it comes to आपका Indian economy, there are many issues like what we are facing: unemployment, jobless growth, poverty, inequality, structural deficit. आपका we have fiscal pressure and external shock like global financial crisis, COVID-19 and others. ठीक है. So we have different areas. Census 2011-12, poverty rate is in rural आपका 25.70, urban आपका 13.7. The rural areas, poor infrastructure, inadequate food and weak labor market. Multi-pronged strategy for poverty, employment guarantee scheme, Manrega. Then we have rural development, like integrated rural development programs, Jawahar Gram Samriddhi Yojana, National Food Security Mission. We have financial inclusion and livelihood, direct pandemic आपका reliefs and others, PM Swanidhi, PMK, PMGKY, all these were the initiative during that particular one. Jobless growth is economy is growing at a pace of 6 to 7%, but your employment is growing at 1.5%. So that is means economy is facing आपका jobless growth, right? So structural issue in the economy, restrictive labor laws, over reliance on आपका capital intensive industries and others. That is the reason behind this particular inequality. Another issue, migration. Okay, this is also important part of it. So migration, two major drivers. Push आपका lack of economic opportunity is this. Pull is आपका that city where people are migrating, that is attracting them due to education, healthcare, infrastructure and others. Right. So the another one which is important from this particular one. Okay, now let's practice first question. Okay, everyone is saying option A. Let's go through the statement. So according to IMF projection around April 6, 26, India was expected to remain the fastest growing economy with this Manrega, and during that report only they said that India is fourth largest economy in the world, right? But recently aapka they said no, India is no, not this one. 25 it was, okay? And the April 27 they said that India will remain this, but India is at sixth largest. Manrega is the poverty alleviation program, provide legal guarantee of wage employment in rural areas, 100 days employment. PM Swanidhi आपका is a scheme to meet the large, no, it is for the street vendors and all, right? As the name says, they provide 10 to 20,000 आपका loan to them so they can start their own business and all. During the COVID-19, government come up with this. Rising crude oil prices can adversely affect India through the inflation and wider current account deficit. Yes. The next one is 26. India plan completely discontinue direct benefit transfer based on this. No. 1 3 1 2 4. 1 2 4 means option A will be right answer. India continue to use direct benefit transfer subsidy and welfare transfer through LPG pension in this. Next one. India policy think tank reviewing whether the rapid GDP growth translated into the equitable employment generation based on the recent आपका labor market and inequality indicators. You have to examine these particular one. Okay, go through these. Periodic labor force survey. Okay, it is conducted by NSO. Periodic labor force survey आपका which is done by the NSO. So आपका 2026 unemployment rate per person is 15 years and above आपका is declined by 3.1% from this. The share of, I guess this was part of your current affairs also, the same question. The share of workers in regular wage salaries employment increased 23.6% in 2025. This is also correct. According to the World Inequality Report 26, top 10 earners of India capture around 58% of national income, and while bottom 50 आपका 15% of overall national income. Raising inequality automatically ensure faster long term. No, it is not long term, is आपका negative impact on these one. Promotion of labor intensive sector such as textile, food processing that can help to reduce the आपका jobless growth. Yes. 1 2 3 5. 1 2 3 5. Option C must be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है. Next one. Pradeep sir, this is last unit, huh? Module C, last unit. आपका sorry, module A, we are आपका going through the unit number 11. So most probably 2-3 question will be there. Or migration means this is the last question. So migration occur only due to economic motive and unrelated social, political and environmental causes. Migration in only आपका economic motive, no. Social motive is also there, right? आपका environmental, the flood and others, people move from that particular place, right? In migration to receiving area may increase आपका environmental degradation because excessive pressure on the local resources. Climate change may increase आपका migration flow by raising the frequency and intensity of the drought and thus correct है. Promoting agriculture or agribusiness and nearby non-farm thus can help आपका reduce the distress. Agriculture हाँ बिल्कुल सही. The next one is reliable data on demographic, labor, market and education and health useful for the designing migration policies. Yes. So means 1 2 3 4 5. 2 3 4 5 means option B must be right answer for this particular one. Correct guys? Option B, yes. Very good. Okay, this is it. So this is all about your आपका module A IN IFS. Now in next module आपका next session tomorrow itself we will be targeting our आपका module C. the only remaining module आपका. C is completely practice driven, so we'll include more and more question around that one. And you have to have go through that particular one once also, right? So now what I'll suggest ki you can go for those module mock, so they'll help you out. They'll help you in that particular case. Just start attempting those particular one whenever you get time. Just do attempt those particular one and all right guys, anything else? Done है? तो I'll see you tomorrow. आपका I'll upload this PDF on application, so you can आपका review things. Past two PDF I have already uploaded, so you can download those particular one and you can revise with that particular one. All right guys, so this is it from my side. Thank you for joining the session, and there will be no PPP class today, huh? So we'll be doing for next 2 days. We'll be doing only one session, whatever time it take, right? Then आपका morning RBW will continue, but from day after tomorrow we'll be doing आपका both the session PPP and this also. So this is it from my side, guys. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for watching this session. Now I'll see you tomorrow at same time 7 o'clock, and we will proceed with the our आपका new things, आपका the final module C, and please do आपका attempt the mock test or do revise things, huh? Very less time is remaining. Now you have your admit card also. So those who haven't downloaded the admit card, please do download admit card also. So that is also live on your portal itself, and you can check your venue and timing.